I'm Roger with Moonshine Designs Nursery, and one of the questions we get from time to time is how do you get the green algae off of greenhouse plastic? And as you can see behind me, I have some of that. So if your greenhouse is literally green, I'm going to show you how to clean it up. No chemicals needed. All you need is water. Coming up. So is your greenhouse literally green? Maybe you got algae growing on it. I'm going to show you how to get this off. No chemicals needed. This builds up on all of our houses during the summer, and sometimes we just let it build up and not wash it off until fall. It actually acts like a little bit of shade. Doesn't hurt anything in the plastic, and it can be taken off very easily with no chemicals. All you need to do is get this stuff wet, let it sit for a few minutes, and either take a strong stream on a garden hose, or in my case I use a pressure washer with a green tip on it. I don't want to be cutting the plastic, and it'll take it right off, as you'll see here in a few minutes. Okay, there's several ways you can get that algae off. A lot of times people say, well, just spray bleach on it, you know, it'll take it right off. Well, yes, it will, but it will also harm the plastic, and it will greatly shorten the life. So don't be spraying bleach or house wash or deck wash or anything with sodium hypochlorite, which is bleach, on greenhouse poly. It degrades it very rapidly. Even if you do rinse it off, that chlorine can still linger and it gets into the polymers and degrades them. If your algae deposits are extremely heavy, or if you've got some of what I call red algae, and we get that occasionally, get it wet, let it set for a few minutes. These are inexpensive scrub brushes. This is Liebman Easy Grip scrub brush. I just take it and you can lightly go over the plastic with it and then rinse it off with a garden hose. Another way, and this is what we do because we tend to get algae in all of our houses here, in spite of what we try to do to prevent it, is I use a pressure washer with a green nozzle tip on it, not the yellow or you don't want to jet and cut holes in your plastic. I use the green. It's a wide fan, and I stay back about 2 feet, and I just get everything wet, probably about 4 feet ahead of me, and then I'll go back and I'll start washing this down with that green nozzle, anywhere from 6 to 12 inches from the plastic. That algae will come right off. Yeah, granted, it'll eventually grow back, but we don't like using chemicals in there or that. And the other plus is if there's plants on the bench, I don't have to move the plants, worried about getting some type of chemical on them. So that's just a little hint from us here at Moonshine Designs on how you can remove the algae from your plastic. As you can see, I've done this side here already, and I'll be doing a little bit of a live demo on how I do the other side. that's how you wash plastic. Would have been nice if the day would have been a little bit warmer, but I needed a little bit of a rain covering anyway because, yeah, you will get wet. A nice 80-degree day would have been perfect. When I did that side over there, it was in the 80s in here, and I was in a t-shirt and I was just fine, although you still get wet. But as you can see, this is a great way to clean your poly. No chemicals involved. If you have a pressure washer, that's a plus. If you don't, you could either go back to using the little scrub brush, or you can just use a strong stream on a garden hose. Either one works. No chemicals. Doesn't harm the plastic. If you had plants there, it wouldn't harm the plants. Just would water them real well. Well, I'm Roger for Moonshine Designs Nursery, and I hope you enjoyed this and got a little bit of something out of it. And this is how you wash plastic in a greenhouse to keep that greenhouse from being actually green.